Book club is in session. Welcome to Duo with Society.
Today we're getting into Ask for Andrea by Noelle Ihli.
Alright, let's get into it. So, this book starts out with dead women talking to us. So they're like spirits. Because...
Wait, this was a blind read?
This was a blind...
So...
these girls are dead? I had to reread it because I thought I was tripping. But there's a man that kidnapped and murdered all three of them, and they eventually somehow connected to each other. So there's Megan, Brescia, and Sky. They all met him the same way on his dating website, and they all went on dates with him, and all of them went missing.
Yeah, but they all really liked him.
Yes,
he was so nice,
so handsome. So handsome is definitely giving. Like,
he knew what he was doing, and he has been doing it for
a
very long time.
Feel like he had it had to be more than 3 women.
Oh, for sure.
The way that this man was sick, he was disgusting.
He was.
So but he did it in different states. So each woman is in a different state,
and that's how he get away with it. Because he would move after he did it. He would get a new job, and move his whole family,
wife and 2 kids. By the way,
and move. And the wife would be like, dang, I just made some friends, and here we are, moving again. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Why am I making friends?
She was she was just so sad and just devastated. Because at first I'm like, is she well? Like, what's going on? Like, does she know what he's doing? Apparently not. I don't know.
Kind of, sort of. Like, she suspected something, I guess.
Yeah, because
why are we moving so much? What are you running from? I would have been asking questions.
He ran from these kills.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, let's sit down and have a discussion. It's, oh, honey, we're moving.
We're moving. I got a job in Ohio.
No.
Okay, well, we're in Indiana.
Well, you're going. I'm not. Sorry.
Like, what? So he didn't have no problem packing his wife and his 2 children up.
That he was so mean to.
He was so disgusting to them. All of them. He was like, and it's like he hated women.
He did.
He hated women so much. Like, if he went out on a date, and a woman was his target, but she was like, had a bad feeling about him, or like something gave him an ick, he would go crazy, and he would like, basically flag their profile and like send their profile up the chain and say that her profile was fake, and he would call her everything but a child of God. Simply because she saw a red flag that she should have and didn't want to date him no more.
Yeah,
that's how he acted. He was disgusting. He was so weird, and I'm just like, I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, but that's probably why he's more successful with like the younger girls.
Yes, because he would go in, he would be kind, he would be charming. They'd be like, oh, it's an older man. He's nice. I like him.
No, and that's why I always question
every time.
What do you have in common with this young woman?
Like, you're 32. You talking to this girl who about to go to college? You're gross. But it was an easy target for him every time. And so the ghosts or the spirits, those women, they were following, like, they would follow their parents. They would follow the police throughout the investigation and like try and give signs or something, because they can't say nothing obviously, but they'll like try and shake a tree or make some lights flicker or something when somebody onto something. And then one of them was following him and his family and watching his dynamics and his everyday life. And one of them watched, I think it was Brescia, watched him kill one of the spirits, Megan.
Yes.
Which is like, and she tried to warn her. She tried to tell her, like, leave. She whispered in her ear, screamed in her ear. And he just did it. And then he, went home and
packed up
and moved. And it was like, that is insane. And some of these, and the timelines were like a year before.
Or 2 years before. And so it was like spread out. And then I feel like none of their bodies were found.
Not immediately.
Yeah. So they were trying to help the cops find their bodies so that their parents could grieve them, bury them, and move on. But it's like these cops kind of just sucked. The cops always suck in the book.
The cops are always trash in the book.
Life, so.
It's accurate. So that part's non-fiction, but these cops in this book were actually some of the worst I think we read, because one of them had such a stank attitude. Anytime like the parents would be like, "Oh, well, have you thought about this person?" Like, and that was actually the person. But it's like when the parents would try and lead them into the right direction, he'd be like, "Oh, don't call me about that." Don't. One of them was good. I can't remember her name, but it was a woman detective, and she was like,
was she the one in charge of Brisha's case?
No, it might have. Yeah, it was Brisha's case actually.
Because I felt like her parents were probably the most like on them about it.
Yeah.
And they were trying to do their own investigation too, because they were like, this is not like our daughter to just like disappear.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do no. We gonna do something.
Yeah. And she was excited about life. She's supposed to go to college or something like that. So they were really trying to figure out what the hell happened. The fact that they had to watch the tape themselves to figure out whose car she got into.
That was Sky. Yeah, the one that was going to college. So they looked at the tapes and they were like, well, okay, well, who was that? Well, isn't that the same man from the coffee shop? They were onto it. But if it wasn't for them,
they would not have had that lead.
Like, they would not have had no lead. Like, and they stayed on top of it. They stayed asking the right questions, and the police were just like, "Oh, okay."
Literally. Well,
okay.
We'll look into it.
2 weeks later, they working on something else. It was actually very ridiculous. And in the very beginning, when Megan was on the date with him before she died, they were at a bar, and in the restroom it said like, if you are on a bad day, ask for Andrea. We didn't hear about Andrea again until at the very end.
When it was time for him to get caught.
When it was time for him to get caught. So they were on it. They were basically making this man's life a living hell. They were shutting his computer off randomly. I think Brisha figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
So she was shutting the computer off randomly, and then they all eventually connected, and because he was trying to run, and Sky was like, "You're not about to get away. I'm not gonna let you run." And so once, I think it was maybe Sky and Brisha they found each other first, because when Sky saw Brisha, she was like, can you can see me?
We can see each other?
Yeah, girl, you did. I'm there too. And then eventually Megan came, and Megan was like, y'all can see me? Okay, so what have y'all been talking about? So they basically like talked about what all the information they know, who they've been following, whose case is getting solved soon. And so they pretty much started working together to be like, no, we cannot like let him run away this time.
Yeah,
like the police are onto him. We gotta stop him.
He can't do this to somebody else.
He can't keep doing this. Yeah. And so now his wife April is involved.
Because they figured out how to get through a dream, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. They figured out how to get to her through a dream. And so now she's frantic, she's scared, because she kind of already have a suspicion
that he was doing something. She probably thought he was cheating, or had a secret family or something.
But this is kind of way worse. Yeah. This is absolutely way
like, ooh, wait, never mind.
So I feel like once she started catching on, she started questioning him more. So now, and he knows the police is on to him. So
because they came to question him.
Yes, at his job that he was just about to quit.
He's like, you're lucky you caught me.
It's my last day.
It's my last day.
I would have been like, you know
she
what?
said she was
lock him up. Lock him up.
She said, oh, that's cute. I need your new address.
Exactly. No, that detective was not playing.
She wasn't.
Like, at all. And so his wife was like, okay, I gotta get up out of here. And
because it was her friend that called in.
It was from
like,
church.
That picture looks like my friend's husband.
So y'all need to go get him. And that's how they found him at his job. So she's like, the spirits are like, April, he's about to kill you. Because he was spiraling. He was about to kill April. He's about to kill his kids. You know how that go. So the spirits were like, girl, go, go, go. So April was like, oh, okay, girls, y'all wanna play a game?
Sure
And they are literally running through like fields trying to get away because I guess the little house they were in was like kind of secluded. Girl, they trying to get away. So they running. They were running for hours at this point.
Poor babies.
Then the kids was tired. I just feel so bad for them because they really didn't understand what was going on.
But they just trusted their mom.
Yeah, they did.
Because she was like, we gotta do this.
We gotta get up out of here because if we don't go now, like
she had to tell him something because they kept asking about their dad.
They did.
I don't remember what she told them.
Like he's somewhere. But they did say, she did tell them like there's a bear coming, so we gotta go.
Whole time he the bear.
And when she finally got into a bar, and she saw, just like in the beginning, when Megan saw her day before she died, she saw on that little stall, like, if you're on a bad day, ask for Andrea. So she frantically asked for Andrea, and once she asked for Andrea, we don't know who Andrea was. Was it a bartender?
Maybe we didn't pay attention enough. Because surely they told us, right?
I would think, but it's somebody that worked at the restaurant. And
or maybe not. Maybe it's just like one of those posters where you just pull a number if you need help with something.
Oh, it could be. It could be. So we didn't really get a clarification who Andrea was, or maybe we didn't pay attention. But somebody from the place called the police, and she was like, "Stay in that restroom. Don't go." The husband came. He went looking for her and the kids, and he just sat there like nothing's going on. And the police came and got him. And
lock him up.
And they locked his behind up, as they should have, been did years ago, if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah. The fact that he got away with it that long was.
It was actually insane. And like,
but he's smart. Like, he only did it. He would keep switching states.
And because he knows, like, with jurisdiction, they're not gonna be like, oh, do you have the same, case or same MO? Because he kind of switched it up every time. But the girls were making his life miserable while he was in jail, though. I love that. That was my favorite part because he got everything he deserved.
And they found all the girls, and their families got to bury them.
Yes.
And that was good because that sucks. Not only the police don't do their dang on job, but you don't know where your child is. You just know they're gone.
And I feel like the police just kept brushing him off. Like, oh, don't worry.
They always come back. They come back. Don't worry about it.
Like, please stop saying that.
Yeah, they are trash.
Okay, what are your final thoughts and ratings?
I gave it a 3.5, just because the girls were a little bit hard to keep separate.
Yeah.
So it made it a little bit of a difficult read for me.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But it was still satisfying. The ending was good, but I just wish it wasn't so hard to keep track of it because it kept bouncing back and forth between like timelines and then between the girls, and I'm like, all right, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, and I kind of wish they would have did descriptors better to differentiate each girl because they didn't. And that also kind of made it hard. But I gave it a 4. I was very satisfied at the end because that man deserved to be under the jailhouse. So I was happy about that. Let us know what you thought about this book in the comments, and we'll see you in the next book.
Bye.